everyone out there in YouTube world, this is Brian Hull here, and welcome to the very next installment of Impression Tips with Brian. Now, on last week's video, I had a lot of people write in talking about times whenever they would learn an impression and then they would go and record it for like a video or just do some audio, and it just sounded nothing like the character. But when they would do it, it sounded perfect in their ear. And a lot of people would wonder, is this normal? Is there something wrong with my recording equipment? No, there's nothing wrong with your recording equipment. That is completely normal. So what happens is whenever we're speaking, whenever we're doing, when we're singing, doing impressions, doing voice acting, everything that we're hearing in our ear is completely different than what the rest of us hear around us because of just where the ears are with the vocal cords. It's just they're very close, so you get a different sound than what everyone else hears. Which is why a lot of people don't like hearing themselves on movies and listening to recordings of themselves, because it doesn't sound like them. But that is exactly what they sound like. And the best way to go about fixing this problem to make the voice sound as perfect as possible is really by recording yourself. You don't have to have all this fancy equipment. Like, most of the time when I'm learning a voice, I just pick up my phone and I just use the voice memo app just to record a little something, listen to it and say, okay, that sounds right, or no, it needs a little more work. But every voice that I ever worked on, I always record and listen. And the reason why is because then you get to hear what everyone else is hearing. And then you can take that recording and say, okay, you know, that voice needs to be a little bit more nasal. So you can go back, try it again, but this time it can feel so over the top nasal for you, you're like, this can't be right, but then you listen to it and it's perfect. So always go by the recording. And what that does is you'll build up muscle memory inside of your vocal cords, so you can just think, okay, I want to do Winnie the Pooh, and then you're just all of a sudden there, and everything is in the right place because you've practiced it so much. Using your recording, you know exactly what it's supposed to sound like to you to make it right to everyone else. So it's kind of confusing, but I promise you that it'll really get you there. And I know a lot of you guys are sitting there going, but I hate hearing recordings. I don't want to hear it because I sound so bad. And you just got to get over that, guys. There's really no other way around it. I fought this for years when I was in school, getting my bachelor's in vocal performance. I had professors all the time. It's like, you need to record yourself and listen to it and adjust. And I'm like, no, because I sound awful on those. But as soon as I did it, my tone started changing, everything started working, and I applied that to my voices, and they just got better. So, yeah, definitely do some recordings. Well, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to write below. Tell me what questions you guys have about doing impressions or voice acting, anything like that. And I will answer those next week. But in the meantime, I will see you guys this Friday. Bye!